Good morning, everyone. Jen Fuentecilla here, Director of Christian Education at First United Methodist Church here in Chula Vista. I'm here today with a member of our crossing service. I'll let him introduce himself. Hi, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Steve Scott. I currently work at the crossing service. I play the drums, and when Jason lets me, I sing. During the quarantine, I've been just playing the tambourine, a little bass drum for the service. I also work the 8 o'clock service. I do the video board on the 8 o'clock service right now. I joined the church in '94 and worked with the youth group quite a bit back then, from 1995 until about 2013. And that's about it.
Thank you so much for chatting with me this morning. So this shelter in place, pandemic life has, it started in March, and tell us how life has been for you and your family during this time.
Well, to be honest with you, my wife and I are both retired. It didn't change much other than we don't go out to dinner a lot at all, of course. We've ordered out a lot of food, but we go grocery shopping about once a week. One of us goes one place, I go another place. My wife got the bug to clean earlier than I did. We own a lot of DVDs, Blu-rays, 4K disc players, and I watched a lot of movies that I hadn't watched in a while. And she started cleaning out. She has a sewing room where she quilts, and she cleaned that out really well, and some of the other rooms. And then about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I got the urge to clean, excuse me, because I couldn't find some pictures I thought I had lost during a move. And last week I found all the pictures from my dad's family and my mom's family, and a bunch of pictures that I thought were missing. And I've been going through all of those, organizing them, both family pictures, youth group pictures, our family pictures, trips to Yosemite pictures, all kinds of stuff. And you don't want to see my couch out in my living room right now. It is covered with stacks of pictures that are kind of organized. I know how they're organized, but nobody else does. But other than that, we've been okay. We see our daughters usually once or twice a month. They don't live with us. They are both working. My oldest daughter, Tiffany, is a teacher. She's on break right now, but she was teaching online. And my youngest daughter, Danielle, works at a live-in foster high school up in Escondido, and those kids cannot leave because they don't have homes to go to. So she and her staff have been taking care of the kids. So she sees people, so I don't see her as often. But Tiffany, she's all alone. She lives alone out in El Cajon in her condo, and she comes over more often than Danielle does.
But they're healthy, and we're thankful for teachers and caregivers. I mean, you shared that, you know, your other daughter is providing care for children without families of their own. So please extend our thanks for the care that they provide to our young people.
I will.
So you said you've taken this time to reflect and to look at pictures, and to reflect in memory and times of the past. How has this time brought hope to you with everything going on in our world today?
Well, it's funny. I've spent a lot of time reaching out to a lot of people, and on Memorial Day weekend, I reached out to a lot of my cousins on both my mom's and dad's side, who are all older than me. I'm the second youngest cousin. My mother and father were both from a family of 8 kids, and I was curious because I never knew anything about my family's role during World War II, and I found out a lot about not only my own father, but a lot of other kids in the family and what they did during the war. Some of them were too young to be in the war, but most of them were. And that's been eye-opening, and it's given me a chance to reach out to some cousins that I don't talk to very often. And then with the All Black Lives Matter movement, I've been reaching out to a lot of my friends of color and asking them, what can I do to do a better job of what I'm doing? And I've gotten some great suggestions, and I'm implementing them as much as I can. And although it's kind of hard sitting at home, because my wife and I are both over 65, we don't go out in public that often. I really want to go out and protest, but I don't want the non-social distancing, non-face mask community. So I stay out of that. But it's been an eye-opening 2 or 3 months, getting to know some of my cousins a little better, knowing more about my family history, going through those pictures. I found pictures of my dad I'd never seen. They were in a box, but were him when he was doing his training in the Marine Corps in 1942 before he went overseas. He fought in the
Wow.
Pacific War. And I found pictures of him, of his sister, of his mother and father that I'd never seen, that I've had this box for ages. So it's been fun and sad, and but it's been, we got along really well, and luckily my wife and I haven't killed each other. And he only locks me out of the house no more than once a week right now, so that's
Well, that is once a week. I guess that you can hang with that.
Yeah, I think it's to make sure I do the yard work.
All right. Well, during this challenging time, we do have to find the blessings, and reaching out to friends and reaching out to people who we haven't had a chance to talk to for many months or even years has been a blessing. I see people who, neighbors who live next to each other, who haven't had a chance to say hi or actually have a conversation, because our lives pre-pandemic were so hectic and so rushed. So it has been a blessing to be able to connect with people.
Yeah.
Anything you'd like to lift up in prayer or share with our congregation at this time, Steve?
Well, prayer for a vaccine. My daughter Tiffany and I are season ticket holders to the Aztec football team and Aztec basketball team. And she and our other friend Jeff are both mad at me because I don't think they're even going to play any games this year. I know baseball says they're going to start playing, but I think they're going to get sick, and they're going to have to shut down different teams, which I think will eventually shut down baseball. I don't think there'll be any sports for a year, or like baseball, team sports, baseball, basketball, football. So pray for a virus, so hopefully we can get that taken care of. Pray for the Black Lives Matters movement and LGBTQ plus community. I'm a firm believer in both of those organizations. And personally, that we can stay healthy, and my children and all the children stay healthy. I've only known one person that has actually gotten sick from this, and she's a former member of the church, Melissa Spence, who's a pastor at First United Methodist in San Diego, who's moving to Texas in about a month with her family. With her daughters both go to college out there, and her husband and she are both in Texas. So, and for healing in the country, there's kind of a us versus them mentality everywhere you go. And I know I've unfriended and blocked a lot of people that I just can't agree with not so much their politics, but the hate they're spewing on Facebook and Instagram. And I have a friend that posts all these lovely, beautiful, life is great, I love everything, I love you, look at these cute ducks. She just is in, so to me, la la land. She's trying to make get away from it, but it's almost too much. So pray for all that, and pray for the healing of this country. Pray for the end of hate and bigotry and racism and everything ugly in this world. Personally, my family, obviously, my daughters and my wife and myself. I can't think of anyone right now that I know is sick that I need to pray for. So all those things.
Yes, absolutely. You touched on a wide range of prayer that is needed for our communities, our country, our world, and our own hearts, that we really just embrace God's love and to share that love.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you. Have a wonderful afternoon.
You too. Thanks for asking me.
Bye.
Bye-bye.